Sound of gentle birds chirping, a soft breeze rustling leaves, a faint porch swing creak. Visual, a wide, establishing shot of a peaceful tree-lined suburban street. The sun is warm. We zoom in on a handsome, well-kept house with a large porch. Some things, they get more valuable with time. This old porch swing. The scent of fresh-cut grass. My father's favorite coffee mug. He always said a home isn't built with just wood and nails. It's built with memories, with legacy. Visual Samuel sits on the porch swing, holding a chipped, well-loved ceramic mug that reads, "Number 1 Dad." He takes a slow sip. Visual, an elderly woman, Miss Anderson, walks a small, fluffy dog past the fence. Ms. A&D or so on. "Good morning, Samuel." The coffee smells wonderful. "So, morning, Ms. Anderson. Just the way my dad taught me." "Your rose bushes are looking beautiful this year, Ms. A&D or so on." "Thank you, dear. They were my Henry's pride and joy." "Don't forget the community meeting today." Samuel wouldn't miss it. Samuel meetings used to be something we dreaded. A place where rules were used as weapons. But that was a long time ago. At least, that's what I'd let myself believe. Visual, the community clubhouse. It's filled with neighbors chatting amiably. Beat N waves Samuel over. Sound murmurs a pleasant conversation. "Beat N Sam. Over here, saved you a seat. Think they'll finally approve the new playground equipment?" Let's hope so. The kids deserve it. Visual, the HOA board chair, Mr. Davis, 70s gentle, calls the meeting to order. Mr. Davis, "All right, everyone, settle down. Let's begin. First order of business, ... We're appointing a new compliance advisor to help maintain our community standards." Visual. The main doors to the clubhouse swing open. Eleanor Vance, 60s, severe, dressed in a muted beige cardigan, stands silhouetted in the doorway. The room falls into a stunned silence. Sound, the cheerful chatter, cuts off abruptly. Samuel, it was like seeing a ghost. A ghost from the worst chapter of our lives. Eleanor Vance. Eleanor, my apologies for the interruption. Please continue, Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis, yes. Everyone, this is Eleanor Vance, our new compliance advisor. You have got to be kidding me. After everything she did, the break-ins, the harassment. Leon. Oh, everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Mr. Peterson, my past, ... mistakes, ... are just that. In the past, I am here legally, and I am here to help. Selmeld, her words were smooth, practiced. But her eyes, they were the same, cold and calculating. The storm we thought had passed was rolling back in. Visual, a montage sequence over several days. Samuel finds formal notice taped to his door, citing his unapproved heritage oak tree for excessive leaf litter. Ben gets a notice about his non-regulation. BASKET hoop. Ms. Anderson is cited for her overly vibrant rose bushes. Samuel watches from his window as Eleanor walks the streets. Clipboard in hand, measuring lawns. Samuel, it started slowly. A trickle of petty grievances. The same old playbook. She was testing the fences, looking for weak spots. Visual Samuel is in his study, looking at an old photo of his father building the house's cedar fence. His son, Daniel, 20s, enters. "Daniel, hey, Dad. You okay? You've been in here a while." Samuel, Litzer, Daniel. Eleanor Vance. She's picking up where she left off. Duh, we'll beat her before we can do it again. This is our home. Grandpa built that fence with his own hands. She doesn't get to tell us what it should look like. Samuel, right? She doesn't, Sam, but this time it felt different. She was smarter, more careful. She was hiding behind her new title, using the system itself. How do you fight a shadow? Visual nighttime. Samuel is reading in his armchair. A sharp ping comes from his phone. Sound security system alert. Visual on his phone screen. The live feed from his security camera. A figure with a flashlight is moving through his garden. It's Eleanor. She's poking at his rose bushes, then bends down and pushes a small, laminated violation tag into the soil. Samuel, 2:13 a.m. She wasn't just pushing papers anymore. She was trespassing. Again, visual. Samuel immediately picks up his phone and dials. Semin, yes. Hello. I'd like to report a trespasser on my property. ... Yes, right now. The address is 1428 Evergreen Lane. The person's name is Eleanor Vance. Visual. A few minutes later, a police car pulls up silently, lights off. An officer approaches Eleanor, who looks up, startled. Officer, Mom. Step away from the property, please. Eleanor, officer, this is a misunderstanding. I am the HOA compliance advisor. I was just verifying a reported issue, officer, at 2 a.m. Without the homeowner's permission? That's trespassing. I'm going to have to ask you to come with me. Visual. Samuel watches from his window as Eleanor is escorted to the police car. She glances back at his house, her face a mask of pure fury. Sale Moy had her red-handed. It should have been over. But as she looked back at my house, I didn't see defeat. I saw a promise. This wasn't the end. It was just the beginning of the end. Visual. A community-wide meeting. The atmosphere is electric with tension and solidarity. The entire neighborhood is there, Mr. Davis. Neighbors, as you know, there was an incident involving our compliance advisor. The board has voted unanimously to permanently revoke Eleanor Vance's position and ban her from any future HOA role. Sound. The room erupts in applause and cheers. Mr. B.S. Samuel, the community owes you a debt. Would you like to say a few words? Visual. Samuel stands and walks to the podium. He looks out at the faces of his friends and neighbors. Samuel, my dad, drank from this mug every morning on this porch. He taught me that a home is a living thing. It needs care, yes, but it also needs love and freedom and the sound of kids laughing. It doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be lived in. Selmal, he also taught me that control without compassion isn't order. It's just fear. Let's make sure we never trade our freedom for a perfect lawn again. Visual. The room applauds, softer now, more thoughtful. Ben gives him a thumbs up. Ms. Anderson dabs her eye. Visual. Later. A neighborhood barbecue in Samuel's backyard. Kids are playing. Music is playing. The community is whole again. Sometimes you have to fight for the things that matter. Not with anger, but with resolve. For our families, for our neighbors, for the legacy we leave behind. Visual. Samuel stands on his porch, watching the scene. His son Daniel joins him, handing him a fresh cup of coffee. DNL, we did it. Dad. Samuel, no, son. We did it. All of us. And this is worth protecting. Samuel smiles, a deep, lasting peace on his face as he looks over his home and his community.